What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Spool Me Up, and I gotta say, big shout goes out to Lloyd. Nice one, Lloyd, for bringing his Megane RS250 to the channel. It's an RS250, yeah. So these are like the facelift model. This is like the second generation, is it? From the 225.
Yeah, it's the one after.
The one after the 225, yeah. So how long you had the car then, Lloyd?
About 18 months.
About 18 months. Okay. And what were you driving before this?
Clio Sport 172.
Oh, 172, yeah. Okay. And before that?
Polo GTI 6N2, just a 1.6 twin cam NA.
Okay, I know which one you mean. Yeah. Okay, cool. So how was it? What was the transition like coming from the 172 to this?
A lot faster, straight off the bat, before I even played with, a lot faster.
Yeah.
Once I got around the electric power steering, it's a lot better. It handles the same as the Clio.
Yeah.
I put it. It's a hell of a lot better than the Clio.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot better.
Guys, you might get a little bit of vibration in the camera because this thing has got solid mounts throughout, yeah?
Polybushed everything.
Everything's polybushed, so on idle we might get a little bit of vibrations, but it is what it is. We're going to try and keep rolling as much as we can. So, stock power, what are these pushing out? 250?
250, 250.
250 and 250, yeah? Okay. And so, this isn't standard. What have you done to it, and what kind of power are we pushing out now?
It's 310-ish.
Yeah.
It's got cold air intake, uprated injectors, decat, front mounting the cooler.
Yeah.
And that's about it at the moment. Like the dump valves and stuff like that, but they have no power.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, did you say injectors? You still got?
Yeah, got injectors in there.
Uprated injectors. Yeah. What are they?
630s.
630s, and what are the injectors as standard on these?
Either 470s or 530s. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's only because they went down.
Right.
I lost them in the snow. It sucked up water and killed 2 injectors off.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I had to put. I thought it's cheaper to uprate them.
Yeah.
And then got them mapped out.
Okay. So what's suspension-wise? What have you done to the car? Is it still on stock suspension? Stock shocks?
No, it's on stock shocks.
Yeah.
They're cup ones, so they're uprated, bigger diameter tubes.
Yeah.
And then on H&R lowering springs.
Okay. How much are you lower?
35mm, but it's a weird one with the cup shocks. They're 20mm lower than standard.
Right.
So it's like 50 in total.
Right. Okay. So they do like with the Clios, they do a cup version and they do a trophy version of these. Yeah. Okay. And is this the cup version?
This is a cup Lux, so it's everything.
Okay.
It's got all the cup LSD, suspension, brakes, but then all the nice bits like climate control, xenons.
Yeah.
It did have the RS monitor. Only thing it didn't have was the Recaro seats.
Right. Okay.
Power fold mirrors.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got all the luxury items, but then it has the cup chassis.
Right.
So it's a bit tighter.
Right. Okay. So these cars aren't really known for their flatline, straight out the box speed, are they? These cars are all about the handling, aren't they?
Yeah.
So how do you find the handling in this compared to the Clio? Leagues apart?
Oh, it didn't start off leagues apart.
Yeah.
But it is now.
Yeah.
I've upgraded the anti-roll bars.
Okay.
And polybushed all the arms, rear beam, everything that can be polybushed suspension wise is.
Yeah.
And it's on rails, especially on these tyres. So I took it out in the wet the other day and it's phenomenal.
What tyres are you running?
Pilot Sport 4s.
4S's or just 4s?
4S's.
You're running the 4S's, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because they've got the Cup 2 technology in them, haven't they? Yeah, so they're kind of a cross between a road tyre and a track tyre, kind of.
Yeah, they're more aimed towards like a road tyre.
Yeah.
You've got the Cup 2s that are more semi-slick kind of derived.
Yeah.
So I came from NS2R semi-slicks.
Yeah.
And they were good in the summer and around track when you got hot, but in this weather they're horrendous. You got 1,000 horsepower.
So you said about the RS monitor. I noticed you haven't got the RS monitor in here no more.
Yeah.
You've got an Android head unit.
Yeah, Android head unit.
Why did you get rid of the monitor?
I didn't know I had it.
Okay.
I wanted DAB because I was using it as a daily.
Yeah.
I wanted DAB and sat nav and everything, and this come up for all right price. It looks like factory standard.
Yeah, it fits in there quite nicely actually.
So I bought that, and then it wasn't until I sold it. Well, took my old one out. Someone explained how to actually access the RS monitor.
Right.
And then I was at two minds whether to swap it back or. Well, I've got all my gauges down on an OBD reader down here.
Okay.
So I bought that before I knew I had a RS monitor.
Oh, right, I see.
So everything that it shows is there, and it's probably more accurate.
Yeah, right, okay. Okay, so you got your little, so that basically takes care of everything on there, yeah?
Yeah,
But I know with the RS monitor you can show you your G-force, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can you do 0 to 60 times and
You can, yeah, and then
all
you
that
get
kind of stuff on it?
an extra 3, I think, settings on the traction control.
Right, okay.
Like snow mode. I don't plan on taking it out in the snow anymore.
Yeah.
It breaks down. And then you get like out and out track mode.
Okay.
So it gives you a little bit of traction
Yeah.
control, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't drive with that anyway. It's always off. It's
Yeah.
the best way to be.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I find with traction control off, it might sound stupid, but for me personally, I find I got more control over the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I mean.
Except when it's wet.
Yeah.
Then I put it in the middle mode.
Yeah.
So you've got a bit of both.
Okay.
Because you try and launch on the lights in the wet, and it third, fourth gear wheel spins, and everything's pulled away from you.
I have that problem as well. Renault's not exactly known for their reliability. How has this been for you, reliability-wise?
It's been alright unless I've broke it.
Okay.
Most of the stuff that's broke is my own fault.
Okay.
Like I blew the main fuse boxes by dropping Jubilee clips and just being clumsy. So I do a whole day at work fixing cars and then go to my unit and I'm like, I don't really want to do it, but I've got to.
Yeah.
But it's the only thing that ever went wrong was injectors, but that was obviously a lot of water.
Yeah.
And the gearbox mount snapped.
Okay. Is that a common thing on these?
Yeah, it
Gearbox
is, yeah.
mount to go? It is, yeah.
On the first stage of 250s, they put a really small bolt,
Yeah.
like an M6 or M8 bolt, holding the two parts of the mount together.
Right.
And then you're trying to put 300 plus foot-pounds of torque through it, it's not going to hold.
Okay.
So I modified it to an M10 or M12 now.
Right.
It's been in a year, still on a standard mount, and it's fine.
It's all right, is it?
Yeah.
So, 310 horsepower. What kind of torque are you pushing out now?
375.
375 foot-power.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that's quite impressive. That is. And that's just from the few bolt-on mods you've done.
Yeah.
And a remap.
Yeah.
Who done the remap?
Even tuning.
Even tuning did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going back Wednesday.
You're gonna have more. Going for more power.
Yeah, only a little bit. It's more of a smooth out tweak map.
Right. Okay.
So since having it mapped, I've decatted it.
Yeah.
So it runs a bit lumpy, and it's got a bit of a flat spot where obviously it's over fueling.
Yeah.
So I'm just going there to get it tweaked. But people seem to reckon on the forums that they reckon it'll be about 330.
Okay.
And it'll just squeeze over 400 foot-pounds.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whether it puts it down is a different story.
It should put it down alright though, because these got quite a good diff in them, haven't they?
Yeah, it's just got LSD in it.
Yeah.
It is based on a Quaif, but it's not a Quaif. It's
Right.
Renault's own version of it.
Okay.
So it does lock up, but it takes a little bit to get going.
Yeah,
if you put a Quaif in it, it'd be insane.
Right.
Or plated.
And is the diff that's in this 250, is it the same diff they've carried on throughout the other models, like the 260, 265,
Yeah, it is,
275?
yeah.
It's the same diff, yeah. Right.
I think the only one that's different, I think, is the Trophy R.
Right.
But I'm not sure. I think that's got an actual Quaif in it.
Right.
But
what exhaust system are you running here? Because I'm hearing a few little pops in that.
just Infinity.
Oh, what is it? Turbo back?
It's got a Dorenza decat.
Yeah.
And then to a 3-inch
Yeah.
all the way through, but it's got a 2-foot long centre box in it to try and keep the noise down for track.
Okay. And you get on track all right, don't you?
Yeah.
Have you tracked this before?
Yeah, twice.
Twice. And how did it go?
I loved it. It made sense. All the knocks and bangs and bumpiness and vibrations. You put it on a track and do what it's meant to do,
Yeah, yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
It makes complete sense.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, it sounds alright, man, doesn't it?
It's a head turner now when you come on boost.
Brakes seem quite sharp, man. They're 4-pots on these, aren't they? Standard. Yeah. So you got 4-pot on the front, single on the rear. Yeah. And they're Brembo 4-pots, aren't they?
Yeah. The Mark IIs. It's 370mm discs.
Okay. And what pads are you running? What?
Just Brembo HCs at the moment. Just kind of in winter mode.
Yeah. I've got to say, I do have I always have had a soft spot for these cars in the looks department. I don't quite know what it is. They've got a nice presence about them.
It's all the lines. It's all like it's got extra lines where it doesn't need extra lines, and it's got lumps and bumps, and nothing looks like it fits properly.
Yeah, I noticed they've got a flared arch as well. Yeah, that's just on these ones, isn't it? Because the normal Megane of this shape doesn't have the flared arches, does it? No. And it also reminds me a little bit of the Astra J, the VXR, the second generation of the VXR.
It's the same chassis.
It's the same chassis.
Same shell.
Ah, right, okay.
But Renault just tweaked it, put their own chassis mods on it.
Right, okay.
But they're exactly the same car.
Right.
Parking next to each other, they're the same width, like same length.
Right, okay, that explains it all there. Because I quite like that Astra as well. That VXR, that Astra, I think it's called the Astra J model.
Yeah.
I do quite like them. But yeah, there is something about this car that's just, I don't know what it is, I do really have a soft spot for them, man. They look really nice.
See, everyone says they don't like the look of them.
Oh, I do,
and then
man,
they get in it and they're like, I like driving it.
Yeah, she picks up nice and smooth, man.
It does.
The torque delivery is very linear as well. It's very smooth, nice and progressive. It doesn't just hit you in one lump, you know.
Yeah, because I had it mapped and I drove it away from the map, expecting it to be like brutal, because it gained like 50 horsepower and 100 foot-pounds of torque, over 100 foot-pounds. And I got in it and I was a bit disappointed. And it wasn't until I raced something that I previously raced, I was actually like, oh, it is a lot faster.
Yeah.
Because it's so smooth. I've been in cars, because it's my first turboed car. I've been in turboed cars running the same horsepower, and you're like, what the? And it throws you in the seat.
Throws you in the seat, yeah.
Because this doesn't, you feel yourself slowly getting pushed back.
Yeah.
It's not, which is good, I suppose, because it cuts down on the wheel spin.
I like this steering wheel, man. It's like the PlayStation steering wheel. Oh, God, it's tiny.
300mm.
300mm, oh my gosh. It feels like I just want to take it off and put it in my pocket. It's tiny, man.
Yeah, that's from my Clio days. And now it doesn't feel like it's got electric power steering.
That'll be the limit. Got a short shifter on there, yeah? Yeah. M-Tech short shifter.
Yeah. Goes on top of the box. Absolute pain in the backside to fit. Everything you have to take the battery and ECU out for, I don't understand why.
Really?
Every modification you buy is always by the battery, and it's like, you have to remove this. Oh, for God's sake.
Feels tight, man. Feels really tight. One thing I gotta say I did notice, no torque steer.
No, it's the swivel hubs.
Right, okay.
It's got like, basically like Land Rover swivel hubs, where it's got a bottom ball joint at the top.
Right, okay.
The strut assembly stays completely still.
Yeah.
And the hub swivels on its own. So you get no torque steer whatsoever.
No, there's none, man. With my car, I fight with my car until fourth gear.
Yeah.
Once I get in fourth gear, I'm alright.
Yeah.
But first 3 gears of my car, oh my gosh, man. That's why I got Popeye arms.
That's why I got little skinny arms.
must say is, forgot to ask you about, well, obviously you've had these seats installed, nice driving position. When I was driving the 225 and when I've driven a couple of 172s and 182s, it feels like I'm above it. It feels like I'm driving my van. So what was the driving position like in this with the original seating? Was it the same? Or?
It was alright because I had like the more comfy leather seats. Didn't have the Ricardos, so they were electric, so I could lower them all the way down to the ground.
Right. Okay.
So they were. It was kind of the same position it is now.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit lower.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
But they weren't holding. Like I did the 2 track days with them, and my passenger had to basically hold everything to try and stay still. You could just see yourself sliding around.
Right.
And
okay.
I could feel it when I was driving it round Coombe. I could feel my bum wanting to try and slide, and me having to actually grip the steering wheel to keep me where I was.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere in these.
No, these made a hell of a difference.
Yeah.
Bit over there where it's nothing in the back.
Yeah, you feel the back end kicking a little bit. Wasn't even planning it.
Yeah, you've got to be committed to a corner.
Yeah.
It's not really a car where you can go in half-hearted.
Yeah.
And then let off the throttle and then boot the throttle, because it will take you for a surprise.
Alright, just pause, man. No wheel spin. Oh, lovely! Oh.
It makes you smile. It's a make you smile car.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It makes all the right noises, all the right times.
It's quite enjoyable, man. I'd love to take this thing round track. But yeah, again, it's a weird sensation of speed. It doesn't feel that quick. Yeah, man, I've got to say, guys, if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're feeling really generous, hit the subscribe button. But I've got to say, a big thank you goes out to Lloyd for bringing the RS to the channel. It's been long overdue as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Second time lucky.
Yeah. So guys, you know the score. Until next time, you lot travel safe and peace out.